Alright, so welcome back to Sarver's RC. Today we finally got the long-awaited missing piece of the puzzle for the XRT build. Finally got the Hobbywing Max5g2 with the 800 kV motor in. I've been seeing it kind of pop up here and there on the Facebook groups that people are starting to get theirs. Haven't seen really any on YouTube yet, so hoping to be one of the first ones to get this dropped in. So wanted to do some filming, do an unboxing, quick little review of this thing, show you what it looks like. And over this next weekend, or next week hopefully, get to building this XRT and getting it complete, taking it out, running it, and showing you that whole process. Get rid of the packaging here. So, as you can see, way bigger and honestly way heavier. I'll show you a little size comparison. So here we have the Max8G2 and here we have the Max5G2. So just a way bigger motor in general. Luckily, you know, I already showed you guys the over-the-air programmer as well as the LED program card. I will show you that process when we get to it, how that all works. Go ahead and get the wrapper off this bad boy. So excited about this. I've been sitting here waiting. When I saw these come out, I ordered one, and my first, aftermarket ESC motor combo. Been really wanting to build this XRT up, so it's going to be a ton of fun to finally get this thing installed, see what the aftermarket motor and ESC life is like. Everybody bashes Traxxas Electronics, but I can say I honestly haven't had a problem. But I'm ready to just have one vehicle that just truly freaking rips. So you'll slide this off. It's packaged as a combo, so everything comes in one. I think that was part of the back order process. They had ESCs, and at one point they had a few 800 kV motors separately. So you could get it separately a little bit quicker. You also paid a little bit more money. Got the combo here, and this is how it'll show up to you guys. Motor, ESC, and we'll go ahead and slide these out. There's that motor. ESC. Let's see what else we got in here. Just general packaging. Yep, so nice packaging by Hobbywing, folding up specific boxes so this all fits perfectly. And go ahead and start with the motor and do a little size comparison of this thing. Once I take the stock motor out of the XRT, we'll do a little size comparison of this compared to that. Will be a little biased just because it'll have the heat sink and everything on it, the stock motor. But there you have it, guys, the 800 kV Hobbywing G2 series. So this is a censored system now. Supposedly they're a little bit longer, but I mean, nice, just full aluminum can machining for the spiral brushed look there. And we'll go ahead and get it pulled out. I mean, this thing is a beast. It's got weight to it. 8-gauge wires now. I mean, 8mm shaft. It's hefty. And we'll do a little comparison. We got a Coke can here, a Pepsi can. And this motor is almost as wide and almost the same diameter. So a beast of a motor. Looked up the specs. I think the stock XRT motor is a 46mm can. I believe this is a 52 or 54mm can on the new system here. So as you can see, a huge motor, hefty weight, capable of 12S now with this G2 system. So you can run up to 12S if you go 800 kV or larger. If you get the 1100, you're still stuck on 8S, which I say stuck, but I'm sure is more than powerful enough. But For the sake of YouTube, we'll go ahead and throw the 800 kV in and order up some 2 6S batteries and run this thing on 12S and see what it looks like, how it runs, what the power looks like. Do some speed runs. Do we gain any speed literally with same gearing, just switching from 8S to 12S? Is that going to really pick you anything up? Will you see a noticeable power difference, speed difference? I'm going to give you guys all that. So next we will open up the ESC. So here it is, nice aluminum casing. So the Max5g2 comes pre-soldered with XT90 connectors. These larger motors, they're going to come with just bare wires, and from the looks of it, they're actually already tinned. When I say tinned, there's already solder applied to the end to where these do not, come undone where you need to twist the wire or anything. It's all bound together with the solder. I mean, this thing is super high quality looking. I mean, just nice aluminum heat sink action to it. Well put together package. I mean, like I said, my first foray into this, but super pumped to try this system out, show you guys how it works. Here's your new sensored connection for the G2 system, along with the sensor wire for the motor. Give you that smooth running ability. Comes with the, I'm going to call it a jumper wire, but this will allow you to solder your connectors to where you have the series connection. That is the route that most people go, but like I said, I plan on wiring a male QS8 directly to the red and black. So QS8 connector here, and then with this female QS8, for this one I got QS8 to Traxxas, since primarily what I have right now is Traxxas batteries, but looking at what options are available for 6S, most of them seem to be EC5 or XT90. So there's a place on eBay you can get these. Nice, you choose your gauge and everything of the wire, and basically you can have a female QS8, which is a super high quality 250 amp connector, or 300 amp connector. There's a new version of the QS8 V2 that's 600 amp capable, but basically you'll have a male QS8, and you could plug this in with whatever series connector you want. So it gives you unlimited battery options. So I wanted to try that out. I like that option instead of just being stuck with one. I have so many Traxxas batteries, but when you start going to the larger cell numbers, it seems like the Traxxas connectors kind of piddle out on what's available. So super excited to try this. You get, your series connector wire. Looks like you get some zip ties, some 3M tape to mount this sucker. Looks like this sticker is most likely your program card sticker, so your specific options for this system. You can put on your program card or just stick on a sheet or keep it readily available, so if you're using an LED program card, you know exactly the numbers that correspond to the settings on this Max5g2. Also, Hobbywing throws in a nice little set of decals. So, like I said, super pumped to try this system out. Hopefully I'll be one of the first on YouTube to really get this thing filmed, to put in the 800 kV. I've seen 3 or 4 1100 kV videos out there. So, gonna get this thing wired up. Think the next video in the series will be showing you how to dress these things up. So I'm going to throw some wire care wire sleeves on the ESC wires as well as the motor wires here. So I'm going to sheath all those so it matches my Hyperflow fans, and also just, I'm sure most of you diehard RC enthusiasts out there already know, but I'll do a little video of soldering connectors on here. So if you don't know, you could see that process. So that should be the next video that I plan on doing, is dressing this up with the wire care products, getting connectors on this thing as well. And then from there, we will start the installation. Just trying to think of how to lay it out without tearing the truck apart, putting it back together multiple times when you don't need to. So I think I'm going to start, honestly, with motor and ESC video. After the dress up video, I'll do motor ESC with the motor mount, get that installed, and then probably a belt drive video. Only thing with doing the ESC also is the ESC plate covers the RX box. I have the last piece I'm waiting on is a perfect pass servo, so to go with that GPM servo mount. So just gonna do the build the best way that I can that makes sense, to where I'm not tearing apart things that I just put together. So get that all done and wired up, and once the whole series is complete, I'm gonna do it in steps to where it makes sense to keep the videos in a good time frame, hopefully no longer than 15 minutes, hopefully shorter than 10. So that way you can get a good rundown of step-by-step parts or specific installation on specific parts. And then when this whole thing is done, we will go out and rip it, get some videos of it ripping the track, get some videos of it hitting the Fresh Park ramp, as well as the local kind of outdoors motocross track, and just get a bunch of content and see how this new system works and kind of see how the fully built XRT does. So as always, please like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and look forward. I'm going to put this in the playlist for this series. Go ahead and look forward to that next video as far as the wire care, wire sheathing, and soldering. So thank you guys.